So, after last night's dinner at the Crystal Palace, we are at EPCOT. And EPCOT, sadly, is not going to be the EPCOT that we know for very much longer. They're in the process of a bunch of renovations leading up to the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. And some of them I'm not real in favor of. The rumors are that they're gonna, among other things, remove Interventions East and West, as well as take out the fountain that Marty Sklar dedicated at the opening of the park and then rededicated for the 25th anniversary. So we'll have to see how many of these actually come to fruition. But in the meantime, we're gonna go document EPCOT as it exists and as we love. So we'll see you inside. Yeah, guys, so we're coming up on the central courtyard here at EPCOT. And you get your first view of the fountain that Marty Sklar dedicated, the late Marty Sklar now, very sadly, dedicated at both the opening of EPCOT and the 25th anniversary. And on your right and left are what we know as Interventions East and Interventions West, which are also rumored to be going away as part of the changes here in EPCOT for the upcoming anniversary. And I think it's very sad for me personally, because back when we lived in New York and we would come down to Orlando for either the weekend for a short vacation or for a holiday or whatever, I think the very first thing we would do is we would come to EPCOT. And when I walked into this central courtyard right here, it was that was the moment that it would dawn on me that I was actually on vacation and we were in Orlando and we were gonna have a good time. And so I think that's why I'm very, very, very sad to see everything go. But so we have the electric umbrella off there in the distance. That's rumored to be going away, along with mouse gear. This fountain right here, I'll call it it does have an official name and it escapes me at the moment. We'll call it the Marty Sklar fountain in honor of Marty, who dedicated it. Club Cool is said to be being relocated to another part of the park temporarily, along with the Fountain View Starbucks. It used to be the Fountain View Ice Cream Plaza, which we also miss because they had lots of unique ice cream offerings in there that couldn't be found anywhere else in the parks, and in fact still can't be found anywhere. So, and then we have Interventions West, and then Interventions East on the other side of the park behind the electric umbrella. And of course, if you turn around and face the entrance of the park, you see Spaceship Earth and what people call the EPCOT Ball. But it of course contains Spaceship Earth. So this is kind of particularly sad for me because, like I said, it was when I walked into this central courtyard that it kind of dawned on me for the first time that my vacation started, because we tended to always come to EPCOT first when we came to Walt Disney World when we lived in New York. And so it's very sad that this is going away. It's rumored to be replaced by a beer garden. So for those of you who love beer gardens, you're all set. But you know, for those of us that enjoyed the EPCOT that is EPCOT, quite frankly, it's kind of a travesty, or a tapestry, as my old roommate would say. So it's kind of a travesty or a tapestry, if you like, that this is all going to be replaced. So, with that said, we might be back to document a little bit more later in the day as it gets a little bit later and the sun comes up. But for now, we're going to walk over to Hollywood Studios because we got some fast passes over there. And we'll be back a little bit later from EPCOT and adventures to come. So we are at Hollywood Studios, and very pleasantly, there's nobody whatsoever in the annual pass holder line. So we are about to go through.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, and oh look, there's an annual pass holder in the annual pass holder line struggling.
I was the person in the annual pass holder turning it.
So I guess it happens to everybody. But we are at Hollywood Studios, and it's a little hard to see it from here, but over there, one of the more positive changes that they have made recently is they put a huge bag check area in. So now there's plenty of room to get people through. So that's a positive change. I wish I could say that all the changes that we've seen recently have been that positive, but sadly they have not. But that's at least a good one, and we'll take it. So, so we're here for the day. First up is Aerosmith. I guess today's their, or not today, but this year is their 20th anniversary of the Aerosmith ride here at Hollywood Studios. So we're gonna go over and ride that, see if they got any neat merch to celebrate the 20th, maybe a nice pin or something like that. And we'll be back with you in a little bit. Yeah guys, so we're here at the Aerosmith ride in Hollywood Studios. And sure enough, there is in fact an Aerosmith 20 years pin that I talked to the cast member, and he said they just came out yesterday. So we'll have to pick up one of those here momentarily. So that was a good find. Glad we stopped by. Grab this pin and off to ride the ride.
I'd like to introduce our lovely manager.
Yeah, she's usually not like this. She's usually worse.
I heard that. Where is my limo? Good. Okay, come on, guys. Please, get in the car. Sorry, folks. We gotta go. Come on.
Chris, can you grab my black Les Paul? Hey, wait a minute. We can't leave these people here like this.
We can't?
No. Come on, you know how we feel about our fans.
Yeah, that's right. Well, guys, what do you expect me to do? Send them all with you?
Yeah.
How about some backstage passes?
Wait a minute. I love that idea. How about some backstage passes? Yeah, come on. Make it happen. Come on.
Okay, I'll make it happen. Now get out of here. I hate all of you.
See ya. Have a nice ride.
Hi, Sal, it's me. Listen, I'm gonna need a bigger car. Make it a stretch. In fact, make it a super stretch. Great. Excuse me. Okay, folks. Look, the show is all the way across town, but I got you a really fast car. Okay, wait, it's out the alley. Hey, guys.
Congratulations on those backstage passes, folks. As you make your way down to the alley, we ask you please do not stare at the LA traffic.
We got some backstage passes, so we're off to ride the ride. Yeah guys, so I vlogged this for you in December of 2018. At the time it was closed, but they've just reopened, perhaps temporarily, Pizza Rizzo, which used to be, of course, used to be Pizza Planet, and we miss Pizza Planet, and this Pizza Planet makes us think of the old Hollywood Studios, which we very love. But as I said in my December 2018 video, and I don't think it came out so well because the lighting was not good, but here maybe you can see it a little better. You can see up there on the sign, the Imagineers kind of did a tip of the hat in an homage to Pizza Planet as they put the phrase, "the best pizza on the planet," on the Pizza Rizzo sign. So let's duck into Pizza Rizzo real quick, just to take a quick look around and take a look as it exists now. Here we have some cool merch for Pizza Rizzo. Display case. Rizzo showcasing of advertising stuff we used to sell. So apparently no longer available for purchase, maybe? Or maybe not. Not sure. Pizza Eating Contest Hall of Fame. And then a neat plaque for Employee of the Month up top. And the best thing about Pizza Planet used to be the arcade that they used to have back there when it was Pizza Planet. Of course, now it's Pizza Rizzo. Yeah, so who knows how much longer this will be around, be in existence. It's meant to be like a New York City themed pizzeria now. So they've changed the theming from Pizza Planet to traditional New York City themed pizza. Unfortunately, the theming doesn't match the quality of the food. Unfortunately, it's widely panned as not the best pizza available, but that's okay. People like it, and it's usually pretty busy in here. It's just coming up on lunchtime, so not too busy at the moment, but that's all right. You know, people like what they like, and that's all that matters. So, Pizza Rizzo, formerly Pizza Planet, here to stay for who knows how much longer. Hopefully forever. Actually, let's go take a look at these signs over here. Just see what's on this side of the restaurant. Our first dollar, down to my last money, so I took your first monies, I owe you. Hilarious. That's what I love about the Muppets and the Imagineers, because they always have interesting little stunts like that. Papa Rizzo's original apron, 1916. So apparently Papa Rizzo was the backstory here is allegedly that Papa Rizzo formed the first Pizza Rizzo and went from there. So, like I said, who knows how much longer it'll be here, but nice to see him back open again, albeit if temporarily. So we're gonna go check out the Muppet store now. We'll see you in a minute. Yeah, guys, and another thing that's rumored to be going away, that's hopefully not the case, is Muppets and Muppet Courtyard here in Hollywood Studios. There you have the Miss Piggy fountain, and then Muppet Vision 3D. They changed the sign maybe a year or so ago, which led everybody to speculate that perhaps it was going away. Luckily, it has not happened yet, and hopefully it doesn't happen. Over in that direction, and back there is where the Streets of America used to be, which is now going to be Star Wars land when that opens up here in a couple weeks. But we do love Muppet Vision 3D, and hopefully that never goes away. The funny thing here is they had to leave these buildings as part of Streets of America because, as it turns out, part of these buildings are actually part of the Sci-Fi Theater, so they couldn't demolish those, so they actually had to leave them in place. So that's the last remaining portion of Streets of America. And then, of course, we have Muppet Vision 3D and Muppets Courtyard, which also remain. Hopefully will for some time to come. So we have a Toy Story Fast Pass that we're going to go do now, and we'll check back with you after a bit. So that's going to do it for our day at EPCOT. We just watched the servers, which is always a good act, Server and Muzan. They're a bunch of comical waiters, and they're very talented guys. So if you're ever by, be sure to catch their act. They're some of our favorites, and they know us, and we always enjoy their act. So we'll probably be back to EPCOT in a few weeks, just because we want to do a little more justice to the things that are closing. But until then, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more adventures. We still got some more content from our recent trip from Europe to upload, so there'll be lots more videos coming to the channel. But today, from Saturday at EPCOT, we'll see you real soon.